This is Jupiter Today for the 20th of December 2014. Jupiter Today is a daily podcast focusing attention on the Jupiter system for the purpose of monitoring activity. At 0 hours UTC, the position of Jupiter on the celestial sphere is a right ascension of 9 hours, 39 minutes, 22 seconds. And a declination of positive 14 degrees, 52 minutes, 17.6 seconds. The angular separation between the Sun and Jupiter, as seen from Earth today, is 125.576 degrees, and that's 1.053 degrees greater than it was yesterday. This is the last day that the distance between Jupiter and Earth will be greater than 700 million miles, 700 million kilometers. Today, it is at 700,674,032 kilometers. And that's 1,919,641 kilometers closer than yesterday, which gives a relative velocity between Jupiter and Earth of 79,985.04 degrees. And that's 1,029.13 kilometers per hour slower than it was yesterday. The central meridian at 0 hours UTC, CM1 320.49, CM2 347.55, CM3 243.11 degrees. At 0 hours UTC, Io begins the day in quadrant 3, heading west. Europa is also in quadrant 3, heading west. Ganymede spends all day in quadrant 2, heading west. And Callisto is also all day in quadrant 2, heading west. So at the moment, every moon is on the near side of Jupiter and all moving west. At 6 hours UTC, Io is near its western elongation, and you can see that Io and Europa are having some interactions relative to our point of view. More about that in a few moments. At 12 hours UTC, Io is now in quadrant 4, heading east. At 18 hours UTC, Io is moving behind Jupiter. Europa is near its western elongation. Callisto and Ganymede continue to move west. And by 0 hours UTC tomorrow, Io is in quadrant 1, heading east. And Europa is now in quadrant 4, also heading east. There are two Jupiter satellite events. The first is at 1621 UTC, when Io disappears into the shadow of Jupiter. And the second one's at 1941 UTC, when Io reappears from behind Jupiter. And we will see that event, the Io going into the shadow of Jupiter, on the 24 hours of Jupiter, which is coming up shortly. There are two satellite mutual events. One satellite mutual event. And that's when Europa occults Io. And that happens from 5:31 to 5:51 UTC. This 20.3 minute event has an estimated magnitude flux drop of 0.517. And this event takes place 97.71 arcseconds from Jupiter. 24 hours of Jupiter sky Okay, Io is going to go into the shadow of Jupiter here. And there he pops back out. And from Earth's point of view, Io is just coming up from behind Jupiter. The red spot crosses Jupiter's meridian twice today, the first at 6:01 UTC and the second at 15:56 UTC. There were no new images. There was one new set of radio data. And there were no new papers. So please subscribe and like this video. We'd like to hear your comments, suggestions, questions. You can send them and any images you have of Jupiter to the email shown. And until tomorrow, I bid you peace.